Haha. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. And by that I mean, we're starting a few minutes early today. I don't want to wait another 4 minutes sitting here doing nothing. Hold up. Where's our armor? Huh. Alright, if we spawn in without any armor, something is obviously wrong, and I might have to spawn some in. But we'll see. Maybe it's just not showing it in the preview. I don't have any, like, updates on... Did Valheim update today? No, it just wasn't showing in the preview. Okay, that was marginally scary. Oh, whatever. If it's not broke, not gonna worry about it. Alright. Yeah, I don't really have a good intro or anything today, so we're going with sassy intro. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Today, we are going to be getting some core wood. We're going to use that corn wood, and we are going to create a fantastic wall. It will be the greatest wall that Vikings have ever laid eyes upon. There will be no wall greater than the wall that we create here. That being said, I have no food. That's an issue. Alright, let's start packing up some of the food items here and nudge them over into the house, set up a couple of chests. Also kind of want to get a little bit of furniture set up as well. We will like slightly begin starting to get ourselves organized here. I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Examine things that's better left alone. I'm reassembling poultry that I thought was dead and gone, or something like that. Late at night, I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Also, where are all our fish? There are all our fish. I just kind of glanced over them. I guess it makes a lot of sense to put the chest over here. Alright, what we got? Got some minced meat sauce. Got some deer stew. Need to replant some carrots, apparently. Alright. The chair! Give him the chair! We finally seem somewhat civilized. we have a chair and a table. Sure, we'll use this fine wood for something else later on. Whoop. We're finally a little bit more comfortable than we used to be. Alright, so yeah, the main goal here today is to get a whole bunch of core wood, and we're gonna finish our little barricade thing around the house. Base thing. It's a house and a base. It's both. Let's be real here. There's a big black forest. I half want to go wander out here, see if we can go find a swamp, but at the same time, I mean, yeah, our wall is kind of important, a little bit. Getting materials is a thing that we need to do. You know, theoretically, if we're gonna be chopping a bunch of wood anyways, I don't know, maybe it's a good idea to try to go get, I don't know. We needed a lot of wood, right? And it would probably benefit us to go get another elder, like, trophy so that we can make the little pet rock thing, right? That way we could just turn on the Elder buff if we wanted to. Seems like it, you know, would be a bright idea for a big project like this, but at the same time, it requires effort and ancient seeds. And we're like already here, hitting trees. I'm also gonna knock down these magic trees over here because we do need some more fine wood too. You know what? All right, we gotta chop down the oak trees that we planted before too. So I kind of talked myself into going to get the elder thingy. That was a 1-star. Sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones, digging up bones, I'm digging up bones. Zooming things that's better left alone. I'm reassembling poetry that I thought was dried and gone. Late at night, I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. But yeah, let's see if we have the ancient seeds. I feel like we already kind of had them before we went into the elder fight, and we found like an extra spawner, but no, we're one short. Okay. Well, I guess that gives my little roaming idea to go potentially look for a swamp a little bit more merit. I mean, just getting, like, getting the elder's little thingamabobber is, like, beneficial to us in the long run, right? So I don't have a spawner marked over here, right? Yeah, not really. You little shits. Alright, everybody keep your eyes peeled for a spawner. Funny enough, it's probably actually a little bit harder than usual because we have all this extra pink and stuff from like the plants, but yeah, whatever. Normally it's all glowy and has like moving fog and stuff, so yes, thank you, game. Appreciate you giving me mist slash fog while we're trying to look around. Troll cave, is it worth? Probably. Unsure if worth doing it anyways. Oh, look, a troll. Deleted. Not really deleted, but easy fight. We're pretty strong at this point. Pretty sure we also don't really need all this treasure, but whatever. Okay, so we got mountain. Let's take a little look at the trees. I don't really see much of a difference anywhere, so we carry on. Oh, wait. See a little change in the trees over this way. I think they're swamp. Oh, hey. Really wish that they would put the Vegvisitors, or however you pronounce it. Probably butchered it. Wish they would put those on these little altars. But yeah, this is the Black Forest one. I think I saw the swamp, or what looked like swamp trees this way. Yeah, definitely did. Oh, what do you know? Turnips. A couple of them, too. Whoa. Ancient trees look weird. Too hard. Well, I mostly wanted to investigate because of turnip seeds. Not really sure what else we would really get from the swamp right now, honestly. Except for maybe finding like a crypt. Ooh, hey buddy. Whoa, glowy green mushrooms. Those look cool. Ooh, there's a big thing. Yeah, get him, Grey Dwarf. That's probably a pixie. Imagine. Ow. Huh. Are these the normal, like, ancient trees, but, like, reskinned? I don't know, I got the too hard message instead of just, like, a... nothing at all. Weird. Not sure. Swamp definitely looks different with like the different types of trees. Like same but different. Different but same. Ow. That's a sludger. Mistakes were made. I regret many of my life choices. Bye guys. Bye guys. Looks like a lot of the swamp critters decided to turn around, so that's nice. And normally I don't really need to pick up so many carrot seeds, but still haven't really seen a spawner either. Oh, just kidding. Literally as I say that. Spawner. Spawner out of nowhere! Alright, got what we came for. R.I.P. Fairy. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Sometimes the price of progress is a fairy. Sometimes it's several. But you know, sometimes it's worth it. Maybe. Maybe. Ow. Jeez. 1-star lockmers are still kind of painful. Regular lockmers are not so bad, but 1-stars are sus. Also, is it just me, or do these giant mushrooms kind of look like Oreos? Hmm. And for some reason that brings to mind the old Hostess commercials, where it's like all the animals would always like see the Hostess treats like in something that looked like it, and then like try to get to it, and then like find out that it's like not a Hostess treat, and it's like, hey, where's the cream filling? I feel like that's what would happen if we like took a bite out of one of those mushrooms. Just give it a little lick for the frosting. Hey, where's the cream filling? Oh, okay. Whew. I was like, where the heck did the ancient seed go? Those go with me, those get planted, that goes in the house. That kind of works. Again guys, don't worry, we'll get organized eventually. Maybe not today, but eventually. Shoot. Do I have room for these turnip seeds? I do. Okay. Guess gotta be a little careful with them too. I don't have the thing that stops me from planting them too close together. The setting anymore. I'm not sure why that ended up going into my backpack, but whatever. Late at night, I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Go beat up a tree. Also, whoa. What the heck? The Iggy tree is all like, instead of its normal like kind of like greenish blue tones, we got like purple and orange. That's wild. Seasonality mod is dope. Ugh. Time to chop a tree, time to chop a tree, time to chop a tree. Gonna chop a tree. So that we can chop more trees. Chop this tree like it owes me money. It's a weird spawn spot, but whatever. Is he actually stuck? Okay, there we go. I was gonna say. Probably gonna have to run here, yeah. What? Chopping up trees. I'm chopping up trees. I don't know why that song stuck in my head. I didn't even listen to that song yesterday. Well, that let's. Bruh. Congratulations, I guess. You might want to play a few games of that matchup before deciding that it's just easy because of one game. Just saying. But I'm glad the matchup feels good. Boost damage to trees by damage modifier. Heck yeah. Alright. Now we have an elder buddy. Wait, oh, we can double stack it. Hold up though. Okay, we can get rid of this extra swamp, okay? Yo, we can double stack the elder buff. Trees will be no match for us. Oh, whoops. Okay, but first we'll go take down the oak trees. I mean, we gotta go over here anyways, right? So, I mean, we could just go run over to spawn, grab the elder buff. Yeah, I guess it's fine. I'm gonna be lazy. What's up, little elder? Look at him. So tiny. Oh my god, his footsteps still sound like he's huge though. Yeah, that oak tree stood no chance. And we got a fish. The stream has been pretty W when it comes to the fish. Oh my gosh, look at our tree damage. Our tree damage is nuts. Also fish. It's so funny that he's like so stompy, even though he's super duper small. Alright, so as much as the minions can be a little annoying, and especially kind of extra management and stuff, the fact that you can get the bosses and essentially have their powers active all the time is kind of awesome. You know, just one extra, so it's not like super broken. Feels kind of like that one mod that's I've never actually used, so but I imagine this is probably what it's like, where it's like it makes all the bosses' effects like passive. I'm sure there's a mod where you can like cycle through them too to activate them, so you can kind of just activate whichever one you want without having to go back to spawn. Although that one's probably just more convenience than anything, right? A little elder buddy holding the tree down for me. You know what? Maybe it's actually the Great Dwarves hate trees. Just realized, like, the Elder's buff makes you deal more damage to trees. So maybe it actually makes sense as to why they would, like, destroy your crops, because maybe they just actually hate trees. They're racist against non-sentient trees. That would have been kind of funny if the oak tree squished the helpful spirit. I guess we can drop a couple of wood. Or actually, let's get rid of this resin, and we can drop like 1 wood. Oop. Nope, not gonna work. Okay, 2 wood it is. And then we just have our squad of fairies that are just gonna live over here now. If I were more the type to just build things for the sake of building things. Ooh boy. Honestly, kind of surprised that the mutant didn't wander over here and mess with everybody. Where'd it go? Or anyway, okay, good, good, good. Oh, this thing's a 1-star too. Alright, let's lead it. Lead it over to the squad. Get them, ladies. I don't want to take a hit though, even though I think a bubble would be... Oh, look at that! The bubble didn't even break? That's actually kind of impressive, honestly. That's a 1-star. So it's kind of sick that the bubble didn't break. Probably one of the lightning fairies. The air fairy shields are a little sus. He didn't actually hurt that bad. Yeah, squad! Give me those sea monster tails. What are they mad at? Grayling, probably. Alright, we'll pick up our little elder here for right now. It's a little... I was about to say, it's a little hard to see with all these bubbles, but yo, we can just use our backpack to hold our Pokemon. Our Viking Pokemon. I guess we can just go replant our oak trees next to spawn. I don't know. I know that I want to move the... portal over there, but... I guess we should get rested buff here. But yeah, we should go pick up the portal, move it next to spawn. Maybe we'll replant the oaks there. This makes sense. But yeah, then we'll nab elder buff. We'll have our elder Pokemon with us, and yeah, we are gonna go absolutely ham on some trees. Alright, ladies, I wish you all luck. If you guys are gonna build a new fairy village, I recommend building it up in that the fallen tree, because it's indestructible, probably. I guess we can leave our little marker there. At least we'll know where all the fairies are if we ever need them for whatever random reason. I don't think you can like breed them or anything like that, so. And I'm guessing that the crystals don't respawn. Not that I really plan on using them anyways. finding the random fairies flittering around already kind of bugs me enough as it is. Well, I tried to dodge roll, and I did not hit block and jump at the same time. Alright, here looks like as good a spot as any for our portal. So I'm going to spawn. The majestic bacon surveys his territory. He sharpens his tusks on the rock to make sure that he's ready at any moment to ward off any invaders upon his land. You know what? That's what I need to do. I just need to do a nature documentary of Valheim. Take after the great David Attenborough and... Well, that's like the main one. I know there's a few others that do like a really good job of like nature documentary commentaries, but David Attenborough is kind of the GOAT, I think. But I don't know. Maybe y'all think that there's other individuals that do better nature documentary commentary, and I think that's valid. But if you don't like David Attenborough, then that makes me sad. That's it. Just makes me a little sad. I don't know why. David Attenborough deserves better. Deserves the respect. Something like that. I don't know. Okay, we did get into the Elder Power, so let's get a sleep in. And then we'll go chop some trees. Where's our Elder Pet? Elder Pet. Oh. Imagine if you could actually have your little monsters like fight somebody else's monsters in like PvP, if it was coded that way. Just have an actual like actual Pokemon fights with Valheim minions. Pretty sure there is like a creature collector type thing, but I don't know if you can actually have them fight and stuff like that. Bro, imagine if Iron Gate decided to do that for us though. Oh my gosh, where did that spawn? Oh, there he is. I just couldn't see him. Get in the hole. Stay in there. Alright. Are you guys ready for this absolute forest devastation? I'm ready. Oh, look at that damage. That's spread damage. I'm gonna decimate this entire forest. Oh my gosh. Like 80, 90 damage for a single hit? I ain't got time for fairies or pixies. Bro, we got trees to chop. Get out of here. I should be focusing probably like entirely on regular core wood, by the way. Probably shouldn't be hitting these red core wood trees, but man, that damage is nutty. But yeah, regular pines, I think is what we want to be hitting. Oh my gosh, over 100 damage with the secondary attack. Such deforestation. This was quite my intention. I'm just going to leave a trail of fallen logs. Alright, this right here, this makes up for not having 1.5 times resources on. 100%. I one-shot the stump. What? Oh my gosh. You know what? It's here. I'm taking the red oak down. Missed with the secondary attack though. 137 what? No, yeah, that's seasonality. The coloration. And yeah, it is the autumn colors. I really like autumn and spring are probably my two favorites. Yeah, I think that autumn's my favorite season too, honestly. Like, spring is really nice because of all the extra flowers and stuff, and it'll be nice to kind of see, like, we haven't really been poking too much into the other biomes during spring or anything like that, so it'll be nice. Like, once we get towards, like, the end of the game, I might spend a little bit of time kind of taking like a season at a time and like going through all the biomes to like see kind of all the variances. But so far I really like the way that autumn is because it's just like really nice contrasts. Yeah, exactly. Bro, I'm better at chopping down trees than you are, bro. I don't know if that's entirely true, but like, oh my gosh, the double elder buff is insane. Ow. I'm chopping down trees. I'm chopping down trees. Chop together. Alright, well I only got 40 seconds left on my elder buff anyways, but... Alright, Fairy, you DPS, I'll tank. Best type tank? Dodge tank. Don't have to worry about defenses, don't gotta worry about health. Just never take damage. Go figure, this is exactly the type of tank that I played in World of Warcraft. I played Demon Hunter tank. And Monk Tank. A lot less Monk Tank though. But yeah, Demon Hunter tanks are like, yeah, we're really squishy, so we do either a lot of damage mitigation or just... Well, I guess no, wait. Demon Hunter tanks weren't dodge tanks. Never mind. Demon Hunter tanks were... like, health tanks. It's like, we have big HP pool, we have a bunch of damage mitigation, and basically it's like, you just have to constantly DPS to maintain your damage debuffs, or your damage mitigations. And then otherwise, big health pool. Monk tanks are the ones that were dodge tanks, for sure. Just stack a whole bunch of dodge on top of damage mitigation. Don't mind me, just reminiscing about World of Warcraft. Oh, that's where those were. Okay. It would be nice if there was a way to like lock specific slots in your backpack. I keep pulling out my Pokemon discs in my thingamabobber. Swamp Key. And I want those to stay in there. One elder buff is good, but 2 elder buffs. Well, that was fun, honestly. Huh. That makes me wonder if, like... Okay, so there's resistance to the damage types, right? From, like, Bone Mass. So if you had the Bone Mass pet and the... If you had the Bone Mass pet and you activated the ability, does it actually do anything? Also, I'm silly because I can just kind of toss stuff down here into the hole and we'll pick it up later. And I guess that the troll doesn't have any special skin color for autumn. It's just normal troll colors. I would have thought that would have been more of a summer thing, but guess not. But yeah, so if you, like, would the Bone Mass things actually stack and give you more damage resistance? Or is it just like, oh, you have resistance, so it doesn't really stack? Not that it matters too much, because just having Bone Mass active like 24/7 would be really strong. And honestly, if I had to pick one power in the game to just constantly have active, it would probably be the Bone Mass power. I don't know if I'm going to use the Bone Mass power, honestly though, because it does seem a little bit broken. Even though the mobs are kind of tough, so, you know, it would definitely save me from dying. I don't know if that's against this, I don't know if that's against the spirit of the run or not. This is time saving. Saves me time from chopping more trees, which, you know, probably more for your guys' benefit than my own. But, yeah, I don't know. Tell you what though, like, just having this, just having like the one elder power active makes so much difference. Like, we're spending like half as much time chopping down these trees as we would otherwise. It was definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And we, you know, we have little LD here, basically for whenever we may need it. So I'm sure we'll have to chop more trees in the future. So it was a long-term investment on top of a short-term investment. Definitely worth. Do I need to get more gold? That is a question. Eh? Oh gosh, giant tree logs. Definitely gonna have to try out the mod that I was like just talking about, the one that gives you like all the powers, but they're like slightly weakened, but they're all passive. I always like forget to activate my powers a lot of the time, and you know, like always like having to go back to spawn like to activate like motor or something is kind of obnoxious. I wonder what the weakened version of motors is. Or if it's literally just, oh, well, it's just convenience sake. Though, that being said, with the introduction of the wind run effect on like the cloaks, having the motor power active all the time is just a constant speed buff, so, I mean, that's actually really strong. I'm hearing the stomps and I'm like, oh wait, is that a troll? And I'm like, no, it's okay. It's just, this is LD. Just our little LD in a hole. Alright, let's go check out our haul. Our haul in the hole. Our whole haul. The whole haul in the hole. Well, yes, game. I'm aware that I'm carrying too much. Part of the reason why I was throwing it all in the hole. It's in the hole. It's in the hole. Why haven't you called the police? I did. Well, where are they? They're in the hole. Awkward. Oh wait, we have barrels. Barrel! Save me, barrel. And as for you, thank you, LD, for your assistance into the backpack with you. Alright, well, we are very stocked up on normal wood at this point. So that's good. Basically a full chest full of core wood. We'll be using most of that, but it's fantastic. Lightning fairy. Did the air fairy bite the bucket? Looks like it. Yeah, kind of figured that this would be a little bit of a hazard for them, but necessary sacrifice. Some sacrifices must be made in the name of progress, and sometimes it's a fairy. Not my fault they're stupid. I didn't code them. I am really curious to see what the swamp looks like during winter, though. Oh, well, I guess we'll find out soon enough. Alright, welcome to winter, everybody. Or welcome back to winter? Oh, that's weird. Our, we apparently have a little bit of like a skirt thing going on. And it didn't change colors like the rest of our outfit. I guess our helmet didn't really change either. Although the antlers might be a little slightly different color. A little hard to tell. The first turnip. Alright, so we just need the rest of the turnips to finish growing. Or like one more of the turnips to finish growing. We got them mostly grown right before winter, it seems like. Yeah, 6 turnips, that makes sense. Okay. We are almost to the spice rack. Almost there. Might as well preemptively start stocking up on charcoal or on coal for when we get into the swamps and start collecting iron and stuff. And how are we looking on clay? It's in the house, right? Yeah, 44. Not a lot. Not enough to really do much of anything with. Alright. Box full of cornwood. Let's keep working on our gate here. I don't know how far over exactly I want this to go, but like maybe I should do this side first. Probably finish this side first. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, the spikes are good. Okay. Start turning this here, I think. These are definitely gonna get water damaged, so I'll have to keep an eye out probably on this side during a raid, because this will be the side that's like most likely to, you know, like these are gonna lose HP from the water, I think. Wait, no, these are like walls, right? So they don't take water damage, so never mind, should be fine. In that case, I don't have to worry about it like at all. Although I should double check the wall after raids just to make sure that, you know, we do any repairs we may need to do. Okay, what's the best way to kind of hook this back? Maybe go one more out and then we'll just do the 90-degree angle turn here. Seems good. And then we'll bring it straight up there, and then it'll go right past the water's edge. Yeah. Oh, look. Oh my gosh. I mean, this chimney is like nothing crazy and could probably be designed a little bit better, but honestly, it's kind of cute. And it looks really good with like the house here, like in the snow. I don't know, something about it. I like it. And we have snow gathered on our roof. Winter is coming. Not actually sure which piece is off here. Like this corner piece looks like it's fine, so it's actually this outer section that's a little bit off. Maybe? It looks fine over here. I don't know. Snapping points on the clay pieces are awkward. Okay, yeah, the spiky parts are still high enough to be poking out of the ground, so that's good. Right? Right. Yep, okay. Darn, it's like these are either like just too big or just too small. And then we could just do a drawbridge door. Not sure exactly how I feel about that, but it's a thing we could have done. Yeah, these don't quite line up that well, but it's okay. It's definitely a little expensive as far as materials go to make this core wood wall, but realistically, honestly, it's kind of good. Like, I don't know exactly how durable it is. 2, 3, 4, 5. That took like no durability off of it. That's correct, Ghost. We built a wall to keep out the pixies and the grey dwarves. This is the Great Wall of the Vikings, the greatest wall the Vikings have ever known. And we are going to make the pixies and the grey dwarves pay for it. Exactly. Exactly. I'm actually going to take out that section for the gate here. And this all... I guess the one issue with this is that the gate looks very much like the rest of the wall. Yeah, we'll have just a little bit of overlap there, but so what I guess we can do is we could like highlight this with like a fine wood piece or something, but I also think that just putting some torches next to the doorways probably makes a lot of sense to help mark them out where they are. Plus it'll help us use a little bit of our resin. Alright, Fairy, if you go on the outside and get skewered several times, that's your own damn fault. Just saying. I will not remember to re-resonate these, but oh, whatever. Adding resin to the fire. See, at least it's easy like back here to put these because there's no you know, no hitbox on the spiky. Oh, actually, oh, there's a collision. Oh, that's so cool. There's actually collision on these pieces. So you can like stand on them and stuff. But yeah, there's no spiky pointy bit back here. So how? How many times will I get spiked by my own walls, I wonder? Probably not too much. I don't plan on going in and out that often, honestly, but we'll see. Alright, turnips are done. Let's get our spice rack. I need the dandelions. 3 dandelion fields. Oh no, the fires are out. That might be a little bit of a waste of wood, honestly, but it's like so little wood that it doesn't really matter. Okay, there's not a snapping point. True. You know what? Right here, I think, is a good point for that. I want the spice rack to be kinda out of the way. Yeah, like I don't want it in like the doorway, right? So it needs to be at least like right there. Although if it's gonna be kind of more like that, then maybe we can just do a little something like that. Level 2 cauldron, baby! Snassages! We've leveled up our bacon game! I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited! I'm your host, the guy in the ugly sweater that asks all the obvious questions. Alright, food game is getting on points. This is not the correct chest for basically any of this stuff at this point. We have so many bloobas, as we should. And for right now, this is just going to be overflow, and we'll fix it later. Yep, that's the plan. Yep, and this is where Baddie Coda I think we're gonna have to rename it every time we resummon it, but that's okay. Baddie Coda. Winter is the perfect time for Baddie Coda to accompany us and keep us warm. And it is unfortunate that we were starting to grow our turnips, you know, basically at the slowest point of the year. But, I mean, gotta do what you gotta do, right? Alright, get in here. Get in here, Baddie. The bed is struggling. There we go. But yeah, our base is starting to come together and actually look like something like a base. You know, it is kind of a shame though that even though we have like the fine wood build pieces and like the core wood build pieces, there's not like chests. Because I honestly think that like you know, like something like a like the size of like a deep cooler, like a real life, you know, like, or a deep freezer. Something like that made out of like core wood in this game would probably look so cool. But it is what it is, I guess. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with this stuff. But yeah, now we have a room to work with, so that's nice. Which means we can start working on like the open air workshop concept. Rude. About to get spiked for like a gold that we don't need. Hashtag not worth. Alright. So with this in mind, I think what we do here is flatten out this area. I should probably eat too, honestly. Soup. I should also double check and see how many entrails we have. I know we have a few, or I thought we had a few. Anyways. I know we have some blood bags, and I guess I haven't killed that many Draugr, but no, yeah, we have some. Good. Yeah, so the plan is going to be to have the main storage like right here, so that way, probably do like a workbench workstation like right here. Maybe one of them like out here. So like what we could do is maybe do like this area right here as like workstations, and then we can do like the line of upgrades like behind them or something like out here. This will be like the back walkway. And I was saying that I wanted to turn this, so I probably want to make another one of those like right here. I think we have the clay for it, so do that basically, and then that. Probably want to pull the ground up a little bit more than that. It's a little hovery, but I guess it's fine. There, now you won't even be able to tell. I said I was gonna go eat, and then I started like working again. It's time to make some sausages. All of the sausages. Send out the sausage flare. And basically at this point I think I'm okay just eating some honey while we're kind of hanging out around the house and stuff, because why not? was gonna say, like, I want to repair the tools, but the tools are wait. Maddie, how did you get out? Probably slipped through, like, the tiny little hole. Or it teleported when I slept. Not sure. It's just a little guy, though. Probably got a little hitbox. Oh, right. And we can replant some more carrots, too, because why not? I'm just guesstimating, guys, because I'm pulling the carrot seeds from a box. And I think I can actually kind of open up this garden section a little bit more now too, technically, since we have like a wall and stuff. Let me also put a few like campfires and things around too. I know that we can make a bonfire. I don't know exactly how many mats we have though. Yeah, we can make exactly one. We won't have any. Well, I'm not worried about the ancient bark part, but losing that Surtling core might be a little eh. But I think having a bonfire like right here in the middle makes a lot of sense. I feel like it's definitely it's a safety hazard for the ferry, but I mean our wall is a safety hazard for the ferry, so whatever. I don't expect our ferry to live. Yeah, at least not through the whole playthrough. We'll see. We'll see how well they do. I have no idea where Batty Koda went. Oh well. Alright, half stack of wood, stack of rocks. I'm just gonna put some campfires around the base, just as kind of like a starting to. I'm gonna basically use this as our way of trying to spawn proof the area. That's what I'm gonna be doing. And that's not gonna bother the bees, right? Ah, okay, good. Yeah, and these will probably burn out eventually, and they'll just kind of be around, but even then, like, because they exist, they will still, like, prevent spawning in their radius, or at least they're supposed to. That's pretty good for the most part. I'm gonna tear down this thing eventually, and I don't know exactly what we'll put there, but maybe that'll end up being where like a lot of the smelters and stuff go. It's just in this general area, and then we'll have a lot of open space too. Windmills can also go like out here too eventually. So we can just have like a windmill like right around here or something like that. Another one like right over here. But most of this will probably just be a lot of open space. And then I plan to extend the garden at least a little bit. I don't know how much, but we'll probably pull it out a little bit further out towards this wall, and then probably in this direction. And we'll move the smelter and the kiln over there somewhere, probably. Sure, that's not a safety hazard. know if we'll do anything out over here. I think this area is just gonna exist. And if we put the campfire like right here, probably won't really see it from inside. Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of wild how much this feels like it's like transformed like over the course of this stream and last stream. Like it actually feels kind of like a base now that we have our wall in, and then like with the house and stuff. Like I don't know. Feels like lived in now, right? And I do want to, I was going to leave this here originally, but I actually want it to move somewhere else, so. Thinking we kind of break this down. Oh, I'm on fire, Ricky Bobby. Ow. Okay, maybe tucked a little bit. Yeah, so that one will just like kind of burn itself out. I'm sure that the smoke is going to gather, yeah, underneath there and just kind of put it out constantly. But we don't need that one to provide fire buff, we just need to not kill ourselves on it. And will that one do the same thing? Yeah, I guess we can just put one like right here. It's fine. It'll just end up being some rocks in the snow, right? Or, well, eventually the snow's gonna fade, but... Yep. So, like I said, I don't expect the fairy to live. Admittedly, I expected it to live a little bit longer than that. Oh well. I am going to have to waste some clay on a bunny and maybe a corgi eventually at some point. It's gonna need to happen. Alright, so what do we have in the way of roof pieces? It's kind of cool. You can like go for like the full like log cabin vibe with the additional CoreWood built pieces. Oh, the CoreWood stairs are cool. Yo. Wait, hold up. Hello, Batty Coda. Batty, you are in the way. Excuse me. Okay, so unfortunately the stairs don't really snap very well on top of each other, but... strange. Oh, they're kind of wide, those stairs. Huh. Yeah, and the stairs are actually a little bit wider than the floor piece. It's interesting. I do like the stairs though. They're kind of cool. Is that like too high though? It is not. Not exactly sure how I feel about that though, but I like those. They do seem to have some hitbox issues though. I can't really like walk up the center there. Maybe if I did something like this and like manually place them. I kind of want to do something with those, but maybe not this playthrough. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And these are fences. Really not sure like what the difference is between this piece and just like the regular. Oh, that's interesting. That's weird. So you have the 2 meter. This is like a 2.5 meter? Yeah. This is like your normal 2 meter CoreWood pole. This is like 2.5 meters because it's not 3 meters. And then this is like the 4. Huh. Really weird. Not really sure why they would give you a 2.5 meter pole. Alright, Betty, you are very helpful, but you are bothering me. Can you make it into the house? Betty, please. And he's gone. And he's back. Okay, back to what we were doing. Fence pillar. Nothing too crazy here. I wonder if there's gonna be more pieces in these sections, or if this is just fence. So maybe most of the pieces are here. Step ladder. I don't know why we needed step ladders, but sure. I'm also not sure why they're different directions. Why does this one face one way, but this one faces the other? Stone roof pieces are kind of nice looking though. I kind of like them. Maybe these would look better on top, but we have the stone for it, I think. I don't know if we have the fine wood for it though. 209. Whatever, Badikota. Whatever. Alright, so besides working on our workshop, I was just kind of taking a moment here to think about like what our next step is, and I guess that our next step is actually moving into the swamp, so... Swamp that we were looking at over here didn't look that good, but I guess we've only kind of scratched the surface of it. We also technically need to go fight the modded boss, the first modded boss. We also know where another swamp is too, since we clicked that other shrine thingy, so that's good to know. Curious. Oh, that opens up. That's cool. Yo, that's kind of dope. You know what? I might line the upper section. Alright, I have an idea. I have an idea what to do with these. Hold up. Does this one work that way too? It does. Alright. I have ideas. Let's implement them after sleeping though. Alright, so what I'm thinking is we're gonna use like support beams, probably go up like 4 meters or something, and we'll have a roof over like the general area. And then like basically around the edge we can put those thatch windows and then just like open all of them up. Maybe we could potentially keep some of them shut too. Like we can do like we can alternate or something. But yeah, it's not like we have access to tar, so I think that we're going to be using core wood here for our poles. Makes the most sense. So let's measure this out. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be like just as tall as the house. Or we could do 3 meters. Oh wait. No, yeah. 6 meters, I guess. 6 meters. We're literally gonna have like a window that like looks down into the workshop area. I guess 6 meters would make a lot of sense. What is our roof section gonna look like though? Maybe this is where we use those stone roof pieces. Okay, the bat literally just goes through walls. The bat doesn't care. Alright, Batty-Coda, you win. Alright, this is a stone roof, but I don't know if it's gonna need to like I don't know exactly what it's gonna look like. Yeah, so this is correct. Does that need support right away or will it break? Looks okay right now. Okay, that's not too bad. Do-do-do-do. We don't really have any good other like alternate options to the poles. Alright, yep, so this is gonna be kind of the way that we go. And 2-meter pole. Finally, a use for all this stone that we've been hoarding. How are we doing the find wood? Might as well just top off the pile, I guess. Huh. Okay. Yeah, well, minions are the minions are invulnerable to damage, but oh my gosh, wait. This might be the relevance of the 2.5-meter pole. Hold on. It is. This is the relevance of the 2.5-meter pole. Or not, just kidding. It's still not good enough. What the heck? But also, what the heck? I measured this out. These are supposed to be 6 meters high. Wait, that one's right. Is this one a little bit lower because of the way it's because of snapping? Must have been. Okay, yeah, so I guess it must have snapped weird when we were measuring along the ground. But yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so then, do we do another corner here? Yeah, I think that we do the corner here. Kind of weird that it needs fine wood though, realistically. I don't see like what the... I don't see what part of this screams fine wood, considering that it's literally just like a stone... like it's like all stone. But whatever. Alright, we have our overhang. So now, want these kind of cool thatch windows, I think. We need straw and wood. Oh, why is this in fine wood pieces? Weird. I don't know. Whatever. Straw. We have straw in here somewhere. Heck yeah. Just kind of like waiting for Batty to like phase through the door and find their way over here. Cause this building can't hold us. Am I doing this for any functional reason? No, not in the slightest. This is for the funsies. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. It's kind of cool though. I like that we have, like, you know, vertically opening windows. And even though I'm not, like, the biggest fan of, like, the texture of thatching, like, I don't know. I'm sure that somewhere, like, opening one of these up looks kind of cool. Yeah. I like it. I don't know why, but I like it. Oh, you know what? That's cool. It actually acts like a roof piece too, from the looks of it. Or at the very least, it's like stopping the snow, right? That's awesome. Okay. So with that, need wooden resin for some random vine decorations. I'm just in the mood for messing around, and we're doing some deco stuff. We have all this resin, we have all this wood. Put it to good use. Okay, maybe it's questionable use, but whatever. Alright, we gotta find a color we like. Or all the colors. Okay, so let's find a good shape. Oh, and we can put that on the thatch? Yo, what? This is gonna be sick. My, inner cottagecore is, like, squealing with delight right now. Don't mind me. Okay, maybe we need a slightly better blue shape. Oh, or we just need to put it on the actual pole itself. Yeah, that works. And, oh, that's gonna be the same thing here. Okay. Oh, that means that we should do, like, the lower ones first. Okay, so hold on. So let me put that there. Break that for right now. Set it out of the way. So copy that one. We want it, like, right here. Oh man, these look like honeysuckles. We back when I was in like grade school, we had a whole bunch of these honeysuckle bushes outside of the like outside of the school. I'd randomly just like pick honeysuckles and yeah. Slurp, slurp. Tasty deliciousness. Okay, so I want to put that off to the side for a second. Copy that. So we can get that a little bit higher. And we can put this here. And they kind of blend a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, look at that. I like it. Alright, what's next? So we got gold, blue, pink. I feel lied to because I think that it said purple. And it's definitely red, but gold light purple, LT purple. LT purple meaning red, apparently. There's like actual purple. Apparently, although looks a little orange as well. I like it. We could definitely go crazier, but I think this is okay for right now. Alright, how many chests do we have down here right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 clay chests, anyways. So yeah, we're gonna move those 7 clay chests over here. Might end up doing 8. Not sure exactly how to deal with this, but something like this is okay, I suppose. Because we have so many blueberries, I'll just nom on them while we're working here. But yeah, so now should be the point where we kind of move all of our stuff in. So I guess to start off with, yeah, with the clay that we have here, we can just kind of... Can't see. Too much smoke. Just do something like that, and spread them out a little bit. I don't know. No, I haven't. Not sure why it matters how many daily wins I have though, Flux. I mean, I kind of it's not really that important to me, honestly. But thank you, I suppose. What kind of floor options? Oh, wait, hold on. It's CoreWood floors. Cornwood floors. I don't know how much. I don't know how much I like that, honestly. What do I got for fine wood? Fine wood just looks... Well, at least it's not like super bright like a lot of the fine wood pieces, but it doesn't really look all that different from the normal floor. And I don't really see a lot of other options here for like flat pieces to put stuff on. So probably just gonna go with regular floor pieces, I guess. We're not really gonna see these anyways, right? Like, it's gonna be a bunch of chests on top of them, so it kind of doesn't... not really important. I just figured since there was new pieces, maybe there was a better option, but eh, not really. Maybe here is kind of good. I really do wish I could trap this bat though. The flapping is a little obnoxious. Oh wait, he did take damage. They're not immune to damage. Okay, well that's good to know. But yeah, so our storage system will be over here. We'll get our clay chests in, and then probably do either some... I mean, we could do like a lot of barrels, actually. And you know... Oh, you know what? Okay, so if we're gonna do barrels... we can just do 1x1 wood floors. I don't think there's a 1x1 core wood piece. Okay. What were the fine wood ledges? It's a weird shape. Kinda cool, but weird shape. It doesn't look like it's quite big enough. We want at least a 1x1. And at that point, yeah, we might as well just do normal 1x1s. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's grab some cash and go pay Haldor a visit. And honestly, at this point, I'll grab this barrel, put that there, and we'll put all of our money in the barrel. So that'll be our trader funds. We have a lot of money. So many things drop coins in this mod pack. Alright, we already have 8 barrel hoops. I didn't realize how many barrel hoops I'd bought. we only need like one more set. Also, I just realized that thingamabobber. We beat Haldor, or we beat Haldor. We beat the Elder, so Haldor should have a new thing to sell, which is either the Ymir Flesh or the Thunderstone. I'm not sure. Buy the flesh so that we have it. I might as well buy the Thunderstone. We might actually want to use an Obliterator here. Also, yay! We get to see the woolly locks. Look at it. They're like creatures of the snow. They blend in. Look, it's just snow. But then you come around the front and oh my gosh, it's a monster. Might be a little bit of an over-exaggeration, but... Yeah, most of the formats that aren't, I mean, honestly, most formats are kind of broken. What kind of deck is it though, Flutz? That being said, I mean, is mono red spells. You can't just say that, oh yeah, you'll go undefeated with it, because realistically I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are probably going to be playing it if they're seeing it a lot and losing to it. So then it's just going to be nothing but that, or a counter to it, because that's what always happens. Nice, nice. Alright, every 1x1 gets a barrel. Okay, why do these look a little bit off? This one was like fine, and they slowly started sliding to the side as I was placing them, apparently. That one actually looked like it was probably fine, but... And this technically also leaves a lot of room for the clay chests to get like upgraded and stuff if need be. Yeah, I was a little afraid of these stations being too exposed somehow. This one, literally like nothing touching it, not too exposed and I can use it. This one, with like ground right behind it, nope, too exposed. I don't get this game sometimes. Oh well, whatever. Might as well just kind of like fit this right here. Makes a lot more sense. And that, like, this makes a lot of sense too to do this, but... yeah. Eh. Okay, what has the least amount of stuff in it? Probably none of them. This does. Suppose that's a thing that you can do, Plex. Actually, I want stone over here. I want special woods probably in here. Or I could put special woods up here. Guess that would make some sense. Do you like fine wood there, core wood here? Something like that? Special stones can go up here. That'll probably be like trophies. Well, no. The eventual clay chest that goes over here will be like trophies. Can I make a cart? That might help this a little bit. Need bronze nails. That requires me turning a bronze into bronze nails. Oh, just kidding. We can just literally use these. Okay. That works. And then we can always just break this down and put the bronze nails back. Do 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 do. Alright, electrum ore. I keep thinking that this is the zinc ore that we were like looking at before, but it is not. Okay, so we'll start to organize this just at least a little bit. Where are we gonna put spirit essence stuff? Probably that and like the tokens, so we'll call that like the RTD box, like RTD specific stuff. That'll have its own little thing. Okay, so we'll do leathers and hides here. I think portal mat's there. So let me grab trophies. I guess I can grab all the resin too, because I've been kind of putting resin and portal materials together. I didn't really put that far enough over, did I? To maintain this kind of two per section. Let's give it a little bit more, a little bit more space. There we go. That should be fine. And then this catches wood. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, this is close enough for all of the materials. Good, 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 good. And then we'll probably put like the black forge in here somewhere. So maybe I should kind of scoop this in a little bit more if I can. And the forge itself should probably be further out too. Because this one has the most upgrades, so it should be kind of the furthest out, I think. Okay, it's close enough for all the chests at the very least, so there's that. The heck? That was weird. It looked like there was 2 stacks of flint. I must have used some of it. Or I didn't grab it all. I don't know. weird. I don't know what the heck's going on anymore. Okay. Leathers and hides. Leathers and hides. Do 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 do. Also, I should probably move all of this into here. And this will be the bone chest. Kind of space that out a little bit further. I don't know why. I didn't like the gaps that were there. Felt a little off or something. They're probably still going to be off, but... Congratulations. Yeah, night mobs. Let's go ahead and sleep. We have no food going, and we have no fairies to warn us when things are randomly showing up. Or, you know, aggro things and make them show up. Guess we'll continue on our little spree of just eating kind of whatever is around. Okay, so that's all full. Only a couple more to go in here. Gonna look a little weird, but that's okay. So then I guess this could be like plants. Plants and plant adjacents. Bones and bone adjacents. Oh, yeah, see, I found all the flint. I don't know where the heck it was. But that can go up here. Yeah, feathers over here. That'll probably end up being like trophy overflow or something like that. Probably gonna end up moving like the plantable stuff into like a barrel next to the garden, so that makes a lot of sense. So then I'm thinking probably we'll have like gear. Yeah, like gear, and then this will be the RTD specific stuff. I think that makes a lot of sense. Although some of the RTD stuff kind of is overlap, like some of this is like literally just like plants, so. These all Meadows tokens? Goodness gracious, we have so many Meadows tokens. I don't know what to do with all those. Not sure exactly where I put needles. I guess I was, with the feathers over here, I was starting like kind of a arrows materials box, which kind of is going to bleed over from like miscellaneous, so be like there and there, something like that. Or maybe I can... Yeah, because I was kind of thinking these might be like trophy overflow. But we don't have like a ton of trophies right now. But if this is trophies overflow... Okay, we'll do trophies overflow up, and we'll do arrow mats in this box. There we go. Problem solved. And then we'll probably do like a box over here at like this corner that'll probably be like metals and stuff. That makes a lot of sense to me. Black Forest token, Swamp token. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Why do I have so many dandelions? I don't know where the fish are gonna go. No clue where the fish are gonna go. What did I say this one was for? Gear? Gear. Yeah. Our old gear that we no longer need. I guess we'll put our Pokemans in this box over here, or this barrel. And then I'm sure that this is never gonna work, but we're gonna put our... We're gonna try to keep our ship in this barrel here. Although maybe we could put... You know what? No. Makes a lot more sense to put this barrel... Alright, so we'll have one barrel for money, and we'll have another barrel for ship mats. And hopefully this will be far enough away where it's not gonna pull from it for like other things, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Okay, so this is cornwood. Yep, I'm just sticking with cornwood, calling it cornwood because it's funny to me. It's funny to me. Congratulations, Flutz. Not 100% sure exactly why you feel the need to announce every win, but sure. And I guess we'll start just doing miscellaneous stuff in that barrel, this barrel here, and we'll like kind of move it over. We'll eventually assign what these barrels are, but I imagine a lot of these are going to end up with like miscellaneous stuff in them. Or some of the overflow from like the chest down below. Although we might upgrade these as well once we get to like iron and stuff. We'll see. We shall see. You know what? I've decided I need more barrels. I need a barrel of fish because it's funny. Funny, thematic, I don't know. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to store all your fish in a barrel. Right? Right. Some fish in a barrel. 5 barrels from Haldor. The fairies are squeaking. What? Fish barrel. One, two, three. 1 and 3. Yeesh. Okay, and then... Alright. Still got a couple extra barrel things, so, I mean, why the heck not, right? Do-do-do-do. Yeah, eventually we'll have to upgrade these. We'll probably have 1 or 2 like iron chests or something for like the metals and stuff, but this works for now. Unsmelted stuff, smelted stuff. Do we have celestial bronze slats? No, it's just gold. Okay. Okay, but the forge is recognizing the barrel as a container to pull from, so that works. And I definitely want to get these upgraded to iron chests for food stuff. Honestly, even barrels probably aren't really going to cut it, so... this will be for meads eventually. And then, yeah. This is all empty. Cool. Bronze nails will go over here. And I guess we should leave a workbench here as well. Or mats for a workbench. Alright. We are a lot more organized than we used to be. Huzzah! Now, as for forge upgrades, yeah, we should probably get some more copper eventually, but too lazy to do that right now. pull up this section here. Flatten that out. Best we can anyways. And that way when we smelt stuff down, we don't have very far to go. And yeah, that means that we can... Yeah, so this means we can just extend the garden out this way, basically. Like literally just pull this section all the way down this way, and this can be the garden, and then the bees can kind of just honestly stay exactly where they are and just keep chilling. Heh, heh, it's winter, chilling, eh, eh. Let's see here. That is not helpful. The pathoning doesn't do anything. But yeah, we can kind of rearrange these eventually as well. Where did it pull that 10 wood from? Pulled it from here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to move the kiln closer. Maybe we can put the kiln like over here or something, but that's unfortunate that it didn't want to pull it from here, I guess. That's a thing to get excited about, I guess. That doesn't sound anywhere near as good as just getting like an Arby's melt, honestly, to me, but I haven't had Arby's in like forever. Yeah, so we just need to pull the kiln a little bit closer. Or maybe it's because the kiln itself is closer to that. Maybe that's why it pulled the... Wait, no, because it only pulled the 10, right? So yeah, it's just not close enough to the wood barrel, or the wood box. Good to know. What is this? What am I looking at? Oh, that's... Oh, there must... Okay, so there must have been like a house here or whatever, and I missed that piece because it was partially buried in the ground. That's kind of funny. I don't. Arby's cheese sauce is tasty to me. Don't forget that Arena's formats are a little bit limited by whatever is on Arena. I don't think that it's a good representation of actual Pauper. Alright, well that took a good long while, but yeah. We are a lot more organized now. Also, realistically, I guess I could have pulled these up a little bit. Would have left a little bit more room for like signs. If I wanted to do signs. Although... Wait, hold on. We could literally just like put like these all the way across and then put signs on them. It's a thing that we could do. That being said, it would probably get messed up if I ever have to take these chests out and like replace them with iron chests, for example. So, kind of don't want to do that. You guys are just gonna have to remember, like I do, where things are. I'm not spoiling you guys with signs today. If you guys want signs, leave a comment, and if that comment gets like 10 upvotes, I'll put in signs just for you guys. How does that sound? Haha. Hashtag. I can't even think of like the word interaction. Hashtag fishing for interaction. Keck. I wanted to make that like not floating, but yeah, what can you do, I guess? Yeah, that's not weird at all. Kinda works. I think a little bit more grass. Something like that. Well, the plant being, the kind of thick plant being there is weird, but whatever. It's fine. Maybe it's fine. It's probably fine. Lols. Yeah, seems like a lot of times like card shops and game shops are kind of like fronts for things, because realistically, like card shops and game shops don't make a lot of money, from what I've come to understand. It's very unfortunate, honestly. But I mean, you know, going out and hanging out at like shops and stuff is kind of a dying thing with all the online gaming that goes on. Yeah, lots of people be doing weirdo stuff. What I'm doing right now, some people would consider weirdo stuff, realistically, but that's besides the point. Alright, we have a base. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this empty space over here. in this building. We only need one portal, and honestly the portal could theoretically just go in the house. Yeah, like honestly the portal could probably just like go over here in the corner, and then our barrels could go next to it. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, right. And then I said that the like windmills are gonna go over here, right? So windmill, blast furnace, something like that. Although we want the blast furnace, smelter, and kiln to be kind of close by, so maybe the kiln ends up going over here. Wait, no, we need this space for upgrades. We can always move the bonfire too. Technically we could migrate the garden over to this area plus like the house and stuff too. That makes sense. Okay, yeah. I like that plan. So like once we need to like replant and stuff, we'll just migrate the garden over there, and then we can put like the kiln closer. We can move the bonfire eventually too, if we need to. But yeah, the kiln could literally just kind of even just like go like right here. You just leave like a little path space in between it and the wall. So it's kind of like you have the aesthetic, let's like wander over here, you know, if we need to type of a thing. Also, I said a long time ago I was gonna fix the house when we got to like some detailing and stuff. So let's fix this corner a little bit. Yeah, well, we're just gonna pretend like the fire is fine, alright? Don't worry about it. Everything is a-okay. And honestly, this is kind of fine as it is, so. There we go. Fixed it. Alright. So I guess then. Oh. Okay, well now I'm wondering. So if we do this, will that break? Apparently not. Alright, cool. I was wondering if that was gonna break, like if we put the thatch roof up, and I guess it's still possible it could. Let's put both of these up, see what happens. I guess maybe because it's touching the pole still, so it's still good. Mistakes were made. Also, it has a weird hitbox now because the flowers are in the way. I mean, why not, right? Guess I should probably kind of bring this back down. Eh. Yeah, them being down wasn't super important anyways, let's be real here. It doesn't really make sense for the winter, but we don't ask questions. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Jam, magic jam. I guess like we're not gonna need the cultivator like on demand, right? So I guess I can just go in our backpack for right now. So it's gonna be Elder. We'll end up summoning Betty here, so that we have resistance to cold, which will help during the snow, or you know, for the snow. And I guess it doesn't really matter where it summons Betty. But we did learn that Batty is not immune to damage, so we're gonna have to be careful about that. Definitely going to need to be mindful of if we find like a Surtling spawner, for instance. Yeah, walking Batty through the flame jet could be a disaster. Not that it's necessarily like too expensive to like craft another one, but yeah. This is the Black Forest during winter. It's very easy to spot mushrooms. It's very hard to spot thistle. Pretty easy to spot like some of the modded stuff though. The mushrooms blend in really well, actually, but then like you have like this red pine over here that still has green. Kind of cool though. Like I still kind of like the random color pops, even through the snow. Could almost. Oh, look at the blueberry bushes. That's awesome. It's hard to see, but it's awesome. We have so many blueberries. I don't need more blueberries. Never enough bluebuzz. Mwahahaha. Alright, anyways. Yeah, my graphics card isn't the biggest fan of having a random blizzard though. Much love from the Rat Boy. Alright, well, thank you, Rat Boy, and thank you, Potato. Love the name, by the way. Gonna go out on a limb and assume there might have been a raid here then. Welcome, raiders. If there was a raid. I don't have like a raid alert for some strange reason, so yeah, if there was a raid, Yeah. I heard... Oh, there they are. They're definitely not Murlocs. And if they're just gonna be over there and do their own thing, then I'm just gonna leave them be. Yeah, we haven't actually really been around the Black Forest too much during the winter, so this is kind of cool. Bit of a shame that we can't get like the frozen water or anything, but oh gosh, there's a sludger. We encountered those yesterday. Those things are sus. You know what? I probably shouldn't be wasting like all my money, and I shouldn't say that we don't need money, because I think that there is a trader for the mods. Like, I think there's a modded trader. That's something that we're gonna have to be mindful of as well. I can't actually tell where the swamp begins and the Black Forest ends. Alright, we're in the swamp. Will this blizzard go away? Much love from Zombie Slayer? Alright, well thank you, Zombie Slayer. I have no idea what's going on, but hello everyone. Oh, we got a starred Earth Fairy. Okay, hold on. We got a friend. And a strong one. Oh gosh, okay. So there are two variations of sludgers from the looks of it. I'm guessing that's a... Oh, that's another Earth Fairy. Friends! I have no idea what's going on, but hello and welcome. It is really hard to see anything with this blizzard, let me tell you. Okay. Winter's starting to become my least favorite season. I like the looks of the snow. I don't like this blizzard stuff going on. I do like finding this crypt though. Let's go. Alright, well, let's see if our fairy friends can... Whoa. Whoa. Wait, what? I was gonna say, where's all the water? What? Huh. So, like, the water is here, but you can't really see it, which is interesting. I think I need to aim up. Yeah. Slope assist coming in to bite me in the butt. Chains. Chains are good. And Batty, we're gonna put you away for right now, because you're kind of in the way. Thanks for the emote spam. Alright, so here we have this chest right here next to the starting room, so we have a place to store our iron if we need to. Although realistically we have the antler pickaxe, so it doesn't have the best durability. Ah, dang it. We're not over encumbered yet, are we? Not even close, okay. You know, actually, our, well, I was about to say our antler pickaxe was doing some pretty good damage. When we were hitting just like a couple of things, doing like 11. And then we started doing a lot more split damage. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I think that our pickaxe is going to break a long time before we fully encumber ourselves. Unless this room specifically has a couple of chests that have a lot of iron in them. Though this is where our backpack is really going to shine, having like 75% weight instead of 100% for items inside. And that's why we love mods. Strike out. Unfortunate. Heavy stuff. In the bag. Get in the bag, Nebby. I really do hope that the blizzard is done outside. Oh, you know what? Night mobs. Yeah, let's head back. I wasn't thinking about the time, but yeah, we're gonna get night mobs here, so we want to make sure that we're getting out of here before all that happens. And let's mark our dungeon because we need to come back. Yeah, I have no idea what's gonna spawn at night here in the swamp. Like, we're already gonna have wraiths, right? And oozers, which we don't necessarily have the best answers to right now, gear-wise, since I don't really have a lot in the way of blunt damage. Oh, you know what? I didn't really think about it before, but The you know, normally it's always raining in the swamp, right? But yep. Nope. But because of the snow and it like being a blizzard, we're actually not getting like the wet debuff. Ow. Oh, that didn't actually hurt that badly. I see clay though. Whoop. So hard to see. Man, between like the snow and like the foliage, it's like really hard to see. Much loves. Have a good night, Rat Boy. Definitely not Murlocs. That are definitely Murlocs. Ow. Oh. Huh. Why is there Merfolk Mutant here? Oh gosh, the leg. Are we next to the meadows or something? Is that what's going on? And I bet, like, first person, this would be really, really spooky, but also really cool. Clay is always worth it. We need a ton of it. Pretty sure that Pixie Blast was meant for me, but gladly let the Skelly take it. Alright, that's a little too close for comfort. Oh my gosh, did it have the shield from the Pixie, or did I just miss? Probably just missed. There's so much everything. Yeah. So much wandering undead. Oh, that Skelly's in a rock. Forget that. Hard pass. Don't want to deal with it. Alright, well, at least the wandering undead that we've seen... That tree scared me. I thought it was like one of like the sludgers or something, like walking around the tree. I was like, wait, what? What is that doing here? Ooh, are we getting visibility back? Visibility! Huzzah! Gotta make sure our little fairy friend is as safe as possible as well. Why? I don't know. I don't think it really matters, but... I have no idea where our bat is. Our bat is just gone. iron was in our backpack. That's what's going on. It took all of the wrong things. Okay, whatever. Yeah, we're not gonna get much corn wood at this point, I think, so we'll go ahead and put ancient bark in here too. And just to be on the safe side, I think I need a new staircase. This one is broken. Oh, back cracks. Big stretchies. Almost don't want to go back out to the swamp. Just want to stay nice and cozy in the house or out here next to the bonfire. Kind of liking the base now, honestly. Like it's evolved a lot. Adding in that wall, getting our work area created. We definitely need to do some lighting stuff on the inside though. That being said, we have some work to do. Stone cutter, sharpening stone. Alright, so now we can finally get our hearth in, and that means that we can kind of bust up all this stuff. Can I squeeze in here? I can't. Okay. Whoop. Oh no, I need to go. Will it float? Hey, it's green, but it floats. Alright, I'll take it. Can I still place stuff on it, though? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. That might be a little bit of an issue, but that's fine, I guess. We'll see if that's a problem later on. But yeah, the hearth is in now, so now we don't have to like reach down into the cauldron. I do probably want to change this opening section though, just a little bit. Let's see, is there a clay piece? Maybe a small one? No, not really. So I need like that piece, I think. But then yeah, that'll work actually. Yeah, that actually works really nice. Okay. Very cool. Then we can put our meat, the mead cauldron, right? Mead kettle. Like right there. Alright, nice. Guess realistically, changing the shape of these pieces here would probably actually be better, but eh. Makes the, I want to say chimney, but Makes the cooking area a little more interesting, I feel like, so. Okay. So bright. Brightest of light. Grinding wheel. Don't really need the stone cutter after that. Let's see. Money, money, money. Clay goes inside. Goes in that barrel. This goes inside. Put that in there. So that'll be like boss materials. Oh, you know what? I can take all this wood out here too. This doesn't really need to be in here anymore. So where are we putting clay then? It's like kind of like a... We're probably not going to get a ton of it, but it's kind of like a special stone, right? In a sense. At least for like sorting wise, it makes sense to me. So yeah, that works. That will stay. Okay, that helps. That'll help me a little bit with the stairwell, I think. At least not falling into this little gap over here anymore. Start stockpiling entrails. Okay, yeah, so I think I'm gonna move portal over here. And as I was saying before, that means that we can put our barrels over here. Barrel by the window. And that means we won't have to like come run over here anymore. Can't remember what macro said in response to me asking about what the name of this village should be, or our base. It was like Machu Picchu or something like that, which I thought was funny. Machu Picchu. It might have been like Machu Picchu or something like that. I don't know. Machu Picchu sounds funny though. Alright, let's hope that things will want to pull from all of these other storage containers though before that one. Also, where the heck is our bat? I don't think it came with us. We still have the bat blessing. Brother. That's a fairy. Well, I guess we were going to be going back to the swamp anyways, but yeah, I guess we'll have to look for Batty Kodo along the way. Everybody keep your ears out for flip-flapping. Guess I wouldn't be surprised if our little bat was actually still stuck, like, in the dungeon. I feel like that would make some amount of sense. Since that's not like a teleport. Or, like, it's kind of like a... I mean, so... It's not like a portal teleport, right? Even though it's technically like displacing us. But I'm guessing that the bat couldn't go through. So like yeah, I bet that it's kind of stuck there in the dungeon, detached from us essentially. And it's like, oh, I'm not like attached to you right now, so I can't teleport alongside you. These minions are useful, but they are a hassle. Keeping track of them and micromanaging them and stuff. We're doing okay on arrows. We're not doing great, but we're doing okay. A lot of stuff over there. Probably mostly gold. I'm not gonna worry about it too much, I don't think. It's not my main priority right now. Probably should have brought a portal. Probably should have brought portal mats. The frozen leech. Alright, so we are in the swamp during winter. Before we were having a blizzard. Yo! Because of the snow, we're not getting the wet debuff. Let's go. That's actually kind of awesome. It's nice to be able to kind of see the swamp when it doesn't look all gross and dreary. Alright, alright. Still don't know if it's not my least favorite season so far, but there are some upsides to winter. And I appreciate that. Oh, right. I don't know why I was like worried. I kind of forgot that we left the fairies here. I was thinking they might be pixies that we were going to have to fight, but I don't have to fight that sledger, right? Maybe I should. Okay, that doesn't hurt that bad. Also, I like the look of this sledger more than the other one. This one almost looks like a no-face or something. Or like a whale. It's got like some barnacles going on. The other one looks like some weird deformed giant or something. Admittedly, I think the no-face one looks a little, air quotes, scarier, but like, it freaks me out less, which is weird. Okay, this is where we were before. Right. Alright, let's get this bread. Alright, I will say though, today is, normally an off day for me, so, it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream than usual. Cough, cough, 4 hours is a short stream. Well, I guess we're a little past 3.5, but, yeah, after we do this iron run, I'm gonna end for the night, just as a forewarning. Got a lot done though today. Very good progress. Alright, and we can see the root right there, so we know that that's a dead end. And honestly, I kind of don't want to take the yellow mushy with us. Let's put heavy stuff in the backpack so it weighs a little bit less. Keep an eye on our weight. Although realistically our... Oh wait! I completely forgot. Right. We actually went to the bronze pickaxe. Kind of forgot the mod pack kind of forces us to do that. So I guess that our pickaxe is a little bit stronger than I'm used to. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I thought it was still the antler pickaxe. I normally don't make the bronze pickaxe because it's not really worth it. That also explains why the damage is a little bit better. Or a lot of bit better. Not sure if the durability is any better though, honestly. I suppose also I will say, just as a friendly reminder, obviously if you kind of didn't read the whole title or the whole description or whatever, this is very much modded Valheim, by the way. Focused around a series of mods that are labeled RTD, or Ready to Die. Kind of a overhaul of the kind of progression system, and adds in a lot of enemies and other random things. We haven't really gotten to like all the good juicy bits quite yet. Like we haven't really touched too much on like a bunch of the ocean stuff from RtDOceans, but yeah, that'll all be in the future. We've seen a little bit of it though. But yeah, in particular, there's also the Seasonality mod, which is its own standalone mod. A lot of you have kind of probably noticed that the world outside looks a lot different. Okay, well, I didn't find our bat in here. That's an issue. Oh, and it's nighttime again. Oops. Yeah, there's fairies. I have no idea what happened to our bat. That could be a problem in the future, because we need to find our bat to change powers. So, I guess hopefully we'll find our bat some way on the way home. That'd be nice. Not actually sure what's gonna happen if I log out without it being around either. I suppose we'll find out. Probably tomorrow. And yeah, I must have gone through here and been really close to the edge of the Black Forest. When we were running back, like in the blizzard, I couldn't see anything. So that explains where the merfolk mutant came from. Well, not very likely to find our bat while we're being chased down by a million things. Don't really have time to look around. Trying to kind of think that this is basically the path that I was taking from the looks of the map. Ow, stuck on a rock. Did I run right past the spawner? I have no idea. I'm so disoriented now. Play that. It's always time for that. Oh, hello Lightning Fairy. Thanks for the rescue. And we'd have to be like, I think we have to be like really close to the bat to hear like the wing beats too. I should probably double check the minions mod page and see if there's like a command or something to teleport your pet to your side. But yeah, it means that we'll basically be on bat for the rest of the game. If we can't find it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, frost resistance forever is cool. We don't really have a good way to benefit from that though. I don't think. Ow. I guess it means at least our bat is safe? Question mark? Oh man, look. Let me see if I can get it. So like right here in the top left corner, we can see that spawner from like a million miles away. That's cool. Oh gosh, I couldn't even... that was hard to see. I couldn't see that troll. Blends in with the environment. Camo troll. And that's why it's important to be able to hear things. I'm kind of wondering what the mountain looks like in the winter, because I kind of imagine that it's like, it probably doesn't really look that different. that's just the fairy flitting around, right? So no baddie coda. I have no idea. And yeah, baddie didn't teleport with us, as far as I can tell. So weird, because like baddie kept getting out from inside of here, right? Whether just like fitting through the gap in the door or whatever. But yeah, kinda, I don't know. I don't know where that little bat is. They're gone forever. You know what? I guess there is one way actually that we can change minions if/when we die. I guess that you know, they'll be considered detached from us at that point, and I guess we should be able to summon a new minion then, I think. I'm not sure how that works. Cause like we would always lose the buff and then we'd have to pick our minion back up and resummon it. But yeah, I don't know what would happen with like not having one, or like it not being around us anyways. Yeah, maybe we would have actually, you know, if we die we might literally just be out of a minion forever. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that page out and see if there's like a command to like teleport the minion to your side or something. Because basically if we die and we don't know where baddie is, then we just literally wouldn't be able to have a minion anymore. And it doesn't seem like we can just find it really easily, because like even teleporting doesn't like bring it to us or anything like that. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyways, do a little bit of sorting here. And yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream here tonight, guys. Thank you everybody so much for coming and hanging out. Really appreciate whether you know you're just lurking and relaxing, or if you're, you know, chit-chatting and doing all that stuff. Tomorrow is a scheduled day, so I'll be back around tomorrow. It's hard to think and do things at the same time. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the content, you know, I'd just like to take a moment to encourage you to hit the like, sub, bell icons if you're interested. Other than that, I will be back again tomorrow at 5:15 Pacific time, or 8:15 Eastern time for the US time zones. And yeah, tomorrow we'll, you know, spend a little bit more time tackling the swamp. We'll once again probably be looking for baddie. If I can't find like a command to bring it over, something like that. I guess that worst comes to worst too, it's always like we could technically uninstall, like disable the mod, load into the game, exit game, reload with the mod loaded. That being said, I mean, this mod is cool, but we don't really need it, and it might feel a little cheesy anyways, honestly. Pretty good mod, though. I like it. So yeah, I'll just say once again, thank you guys all for coming and hanging out. Appreciate all that. I hope that I'll see you next. I hope that I'll see you next time. Until then, I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your evening or rest of your day, depending on where you are in the world and when you're watching this. I hope that you will spread love and kindness wherever you go, and that it will be returned to you in full. So until then, have a good one. Gravy signing out.